got to go on it and put a couple of more little sort of like um, scratch marks on it and dings and bits and pieces, and also put a little bit of like the primer up a little bit more. So and then strapping it all up on the back there, and yeah, just try and get it to look like the Fury from the movie. Well, actually, the Fury from the museum. If I do Fury from the movie, it's going to absolutely just be dark, covered in crap. So this is like if you go to the museum and then you'll see it. You'll see it like this. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you photos. The one in the museum, which kind of like got a lot of white dust on it. So there you go, guys. What I'll be doing is the other side of the wheels. Okay. So that won't take long. There you go, got a little helmet there with the old gas mask on. That helmet there is from Lego, by the way, guys. The Jerry helmet. Fits here perfect. Let's have a look around this way. Okay. So, to do the wheels down here now, okay guys, I'll put this on the stand. Drop it down a bit so you can see it. So there you go. What I'm going to use on the wheels here is buff paints, okay? I'll buff it up a bit. Things are going to be falling off because I haven't stuck them down or taped them down yet or glued them down. So there you go. There's the old buff. It's XF57. It's pretty good. So I use that on here, okay, on the suspension. So just give it a good shake. Get a brush. Which one shall I use? That one there. So here we go, guys. And always use like inside the cap, okay? And just dab it down on the table a bit there, and then flick it on there. Like that. Doesn't matter if it looks too over the top because I'll be putting all sorts of things in here. Be putting a little bit more olive drab in there. It's a super hot day here in Thailand. We haven't been able to play tanks outside for a long time. It was 107 the other day, and that's not too good for the old tanks, you know. It's too hot. There you go. Let me just open the curtain a bit there because it is a bit dark in here. There you go. We'll put like lots of like that white dust that you see on it. Okay, so that's that done pretty quick. Just get a bit of this. This is a bit of the olive drab. Just a bit. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll put the white snow dust on there now. I've done a video on guys, and I'll put that on as well of me starting to do the Fury weathering. This is just, I'm finishing it off now. Sorry guys, I'm hiding it. What I'm doing here. Okay. God, I'm not getting many people watching. That's why I don't do many live. I think it's the wrong time of day, because in America I got more subscribers watching me from America. I should really be doing this early morning or night time. Because most of my subscribers are Americans, which is great. And hello to anybody else in the world. Let me know where you're from if you want to put it in the comments. Yeah, what I'm doing, guys, I'm putting a lot of white sort of powder, like from the dust from the buildings when they get blown up, when the tank's gone past or whatever, or just floating around, and a bit like the Fury, you know. But I'm not doing the Fury from the battlegrounds because that's just too dirty. So this is like being in the museum, which I'm going to show you photos afterwards. If you go and see my new video, which I'll be putting up sometime, you'll see the photos of it in the museum. So that's looking all right. Yeah, well, when you first put the stuff on, you kind of think, God, blimey, I made a mistake here. When you keep mucking about and blending it in and keep, you know, it looks all right. Gotta put one there. So it's kind of looking all right. So let me just come back a bit, guys, so you can see, and bring up the camera a bit. There you guys can see that now. Right, let me just close that down a bit. As I said before, you never really stop finishing weathering, because you'll do it and then later on you kind of see things that you want to do a bit more, you know. So I'm just doing a quick, just to show you guys, and obviously later on I'm going to be doing a lot better. This is just me doing really quick at the moment. And because when you're putting this sort of stuff on, yeah, it's going to be all over the place. So it's not like a designer dirt, you know. You just got to chuck it on there and try and just make it look so realistic, you know. A lot of people take ages trying to put it in the right places. No, not me. I just slap it on, and all my tanks, everybody says, wow, how do you do it? Well, the best thing is not worry about it. Just do it and chuck it on, and see what's going to look like, really. If it's going to look a mess, well, then you start again. But I haven't really had a tank that's looked a mess yet. I'm not exactly the world's best model painter, or, So to me, all this is quite like new. I've got to turn these around a bit because that oil will spin around in there. As you can see, it's spinning around now. You don't want it on one side, that it just doesn't look real. And see some of the dirt there. I've got to go over it again. Spin around there. That goes over there that way. So there you go. Right, those little primer, the red primer that I was talking about, I might have to go over it a bit more because putting on the dusting and all that, it's kind of covered it up a bit. I kind of made the red primer. It's not like bright red, okay? It's sort of like a pinky sort of a pinky red primer. You can actually buy the primer, but I actually made this one up. There you go. It looks like a. There you go. So what I want to do is put that on sponge. I've got a little bit of sponge here. God, crikey! Hang on, right. You get a little dab in there like that, okay? And you just dab it on the table, and then you want to put it in places where. See, so when it goes on too much, it goes on too much, and then what you do, just smear it off a bit. Yeah, that was quite good, that. Hi guys from RC Tanks Model Mania. Well, today I'll be weathering the Fury tank, and let's hope I'll get it finished today. I've done a little start on the front there. In the photos that I've got, which I'll show you, it is like very sort of like a white dust all over it. So yeah, I'll be putting that. I've also painted the tracks. Well, it's just silver coated really. That's what I've done there, just to make them look like they're actually metal. So they're kind of looking all right. So what I'll be doing also is be doing the wheels and all the old suspension there, doing the sides here, and obviously just trying to finish it off today if I can. I've got a little bit of accessories that I'll have to take off here to carry on. This here is fixed on the back now. I haven't glued it down. I just put that car mounting stuff, and I glued the actual orange identity sheet that they had on top of the tanks. I glued that onto the sponge sort of packing underneath, and the bricks there of the Lego, and that looks kind of all right there now, so I'm happy days with that. I'll put a little bit of the red that you'll see underneath the tank, the primer. So that is all these. I made little mounts. I got like a needle, heated it up, push it through, and then I made the plastic handles, and I put this on there. So it's actually got a car mount, so then it keeps it like close to the tank. Otherwise it'll be sticking out, and it looks so unreal, of like a blanket sticking away from the tank. So it's also with the bags here, these are not taped, because they hang quite well, because the straps I made are very, very loose and they bend easy, so they hang down quite natural. And what I've done on the back of the tank as well, I put the little ammo boxes on there, strap them on with the hooks as well, the handles that I've done. I've done the handles all around the tank as well. As you can see, the little handles here. If I just pull this off here, which is very easy to pull off. There you go. You can see like the little handles that I made there. There you go. So I'll take these off anyway because I've got to do the weathering. And these come off quite easy. The ammo boxes, you just lift them up and they come off. So I'll take those off as well because of the weathering I have to do. Just lift up and they should come off. Get rid of these two bags here. So the only things that I can't really take off, well, I can take them off if I wanted to, are these here, but I can just lift that one up actually, so I can do underneath there. But the other one on the other side actually got a mounting tape on there, which I can take off if I want. This gum will be eventually sort of, might glue it down, if you can see in the, can you see that? Let's put that a little bit higher up. That gun there, see, it just moves around a lot. It's a bit of a pain actually. So if I glue it, then I won't be able to turn it around. So I'm not too sure what to do there. I might actually thin that down a bit and put a bit of rubber on there, and then it'll squeeze in there, and then you'll be able to turn it around okay, you know. Let's take this bag off here. Okay, so the weathering. As I say, I've got to leave a couple of things on. So what I'll be doing first, I'll be doing like the side here, okay, with this white sort of dust. That what I'm doing, I'm actually doing the Fury that's like in the museum, not the Fury that's in the movie. It'll just be covered in crap and mud and everything. I don't want it like that. I just want it like if it was just cleaned up and put in the museum, which I'll show you the photos what I'll be doing it from. And I think it'll be better for me, because if I just caked it all in mud and that, I think it'll just look a right mess. So what I'm doing is like the museum piece of the Fury. So guys, let's get started. Okay, so what I'll be doing first is be adding the sort of white kind of dust along here, you know. I just rub it in, trying to get into that corner first, okay, as much as I can into there. Keep rubbing it in. Get it right in the corner as possible. In there. Okay, so now what I've done, I've just gone outside and just blown all the sort of dry white paint off, and it's looking all right now. And the side is okay as well. It needs a couple of like more sort of different color scratches on there and things, but I'm quite happy with that. That's not too bad at all. And the actual red primer, I might just go over a little bit of red primer again. I might do that last actually. So here you go guys, kind of like looking at it from there. Let's just turn this light off a minute. There you go. So yeah, quite happy with that. Have a look from the side. So here you go. As you can see, I've already done the suspension on this side. Put like that sort of white dusty sort of stuff on there, but it's done with the buff. I'll put that on. Let's have a go on this side just to see. Okay, so to get this, because I've got to go outside and blow the stuff off. But the good thing about this, when you're doing this dusting with this sort of powder, if you don't like it, you can just wash it off or something like that, you know. Okay guys, so what I've done on the sides, I've just added like different colours, very slight sort of like a khaki, an olive drab, a little bit of black mixed in there, black soot, just to give it that sort of like it's aged in the last, you know, couple of months of war. And it's like different colours, you know. If you look on the Fury tank, it actually looks quite very dark, very, very, very dark green. It doesn't even look like olive drab, but it's all the dirt and crap that's accumulated on the tank as it's been going through the battle. So it's looking kind of like it's just been passing buildings that's been blown up. All the white dust has been flying around. It's covered the tank. And it also looks like my pickup truck when I haven't washed it for a couple of months. So I'll do this side as well. And as I say, all I really use is the snow. And as you can see, I'm nearly out of it. Been using a lot of the black and a lot of the rust color there as well. But I haven't I haven't used any of the rust on this because Second World War, not many tanks rusted really. It was just in the hinges, sort of like bits and pieces. Like if they drilled holes here and a little bit of rust would come down. So you can blend it with your fingers or you can use a brush. I prefer to use a brush actually. You can get all in little cracks like that, you see. Now look at that. And the good thing is trying to get it in the corners, you know. And if it doesn't stick, what I do, I lick my finger. And then I'll put some more dust in there and cram it in the corner there. Sometimes it'll stick, sometimes it won't, but there goes a little bit more in there. The more I rub it, the better it is, you know. So you don't want too much of it on the sides. It's always on the sort of, level where it settles, and then you just get like very, very slight bits on the side there, you see. If you can have a look there, see, it's all a right mess, you know. And I might put a little bit more of the red primer in there. It's not actually red, it's a pinkish sort of red. So there you go. I'll just rub this in here. And it's coated everything. All the dust has been sort of, there you go. Rub it all in everywhere. See, it shows up all the marks on the tank where I filled it in with I use wood filler, and it's absolutely mega strong. It's better than the actual putty that you get. It seems to really stick rock solid, you know. So there you go. A little bit of dust on the helmet as well. Little bits of dust on there. So as I say, all I'm really using is just this white snow thing, just to give it that, you know, dusty, dirty look. So rub it all in. Get in the corners, because it's all going to gather up in the corners and everything. It's going to go everywhere. You know, you're not going to leave a little bit off and say, oh, I don't want to dust that bit. But, you know, dust gets everywhere, so there you go. I've got to keep looking around, see if I missed anything. Put it on there. And put the old dust on there. Happy days. I have to remember to darken a little bit of that, because that's where the fumes come out from. That's looking dirty and mean, yeah. Here as well, I'm going to put some dust. Oh. Getting everywhere, every corner. Getting there. So let's have a look around the hair. Okay, I painted this side. I painted all the wheels here, so I'm going to add a little bit of dust in there as well now. Just want to get a little bit on the rubbers as well. That's it. And of course, as I said before, if you don't like it or you think you made a mistake, easy, just wash it off. That's a good thing about this powder paints. It does come off so easy. Let's have a look at it now. Yeah, it's gone through a lot of dust and crap, you know. Got to check, make sure you've done it all properly. That not finished yet, guys. I've still got to put loads of little detail bits there, and yeah, it's kind of looking okay. Every time when you look at it, you think, oh, I missed a bit there, got to add that bit in there. Oh, that doesn't look right, got to do that. Even when I show you guys here, I must probably end up changing most probably a little bit, you know. But I've actually been quite scared to actually do a sort of weathering on this one. I don't know why. I think because the Fury had to try and get it like exactly like the Fury name, but it's there you go. It's okay. I'm quite happy with it. Some people say, oh no, it's not that good, but to me, I'm happy. I'm not exactly brilliant at painting models. As I say, I've only just started since Christmas. My son turned around and said, Papa, I want a Fury and I want you to paint it and make it all look like good for me. So, you know, what, me being a good dad, I couldn't turn him down and say, well, you know. So I had to start doing my best for him, you know. So, try and do my best anyway. And also, if I turn this around here, I haven't done the wheels this side yet. I have to do that, okay? I've just showed you this side, what I've done, so I don't have to show you when I do the other side, okay? So hang on, what we need now is some panel line, okay? Which I'll be dropping in here, just to get one in there. I have got the dark one I should put in actually. Just drop it in there. Good thing about it is you just chuck it anyway. You can actually put it all around the bolts if you want. Which there you go, it's looking there. Drop it in there. It's more like bloody rust. Crikey. I'll just soak up a little bit on the edges there, just to looking okay there. I do have black here, which, you know, I can put sort of over there, just change it a bit if I wanted to, or I could put a little bit of brown on there, like a little bit dirt's kicked up. The good thing about weathering, I say that you can just keep weathering and weathering and weathering, because as the tank's always outside, they're always weathering, aren't they? But if you want to make it look like a tank that's sort of like 60 years after, and put a lot of rust on. Right, hang on. Yeah, it's looking alright now. That's looking quite, I think that's looking alright, that. I want to put a little bit of brown up here, just a bit of smudge more. You know, when they climb up on the tank, you know, they put their feet going up here and up there, and brown marks too where they're getting in, like the mud. You don't have to do proper footprints because smears and like, you know, so yeah, slip down there with the old shoe, and there, and there as well, the other side where they're getting as well, coming down here, the smudge of the shoe coming down there, another one there. So there's the ground marks on there. If it's too sort of too browny, you can just rub it in a bit. Yeah. And the good thing about the black, you can go down the side here and put, yeah, look. In other words, just make it look a right mess. God, crikey. Well, guys, I will say it's nearly finished. As I say, I've got to do the other side of the wheels, okay? And I've got to put a little bit more of the red primer on. Where the hell's all my stuff gone? So if I start adding all these bits on here, it should look alright. So that goes there, that goes flat. You see, I flattened that, you see? It was quite fat. It was like this one here, you see? Bit of a difference there. So put that there like that. Flatten it down. There's the helmet with the liner in. Okay, you bring that down like that there. Fidget CSL. Okay. Put that on the other side. Now where did I put this one? Actually hook it over this one here, where the aerial goes, you know. This here. You just put that in there like that. Good thing about these, you don't have to glue these on or that. What you do, just put it in like that. You just twist and then let go, and it forms. Yeah, it holds it there, you know. So that's pretty good. Where's the other one? This one here as well. That's quite a long one, that. So you put it in there. The little handles that I made. God, get in there. It's a little bit tight, this one. Okay, put it in there like that. Twist it. Twist it. Tuck it underneath if you want to. There we go. That one's come down because I didn't twist it enough. Yeah, you got to do that. When you twist it, it locks it in a bit. There you go. And what I can do, I can actually glue it to the bag behind if I want to. Now these here, these little ammo boxes that go on the back. Don't put them in nice and straight, put them in crooked, and just let them fall in actually. Set that aside, put that on there, push it back. Good thing about these straps, they're really sort of like, they'll just fall in place, you know, they're not hard or rigid or anything. There you go, like that. I've got to put some more helmets on there as well. I got stacks of helmets. You see, I've got to put this here as well. That's got to go there. So what I do, I bet it won't stick because I put the white powder on. What I do, I'll put some of this car mounting tape. For now, this isn't a good one. This one actually falls apart a lot. I mean, not falls apart. I mean, actually, the stickiness goes pretty quick because it's a cheap one. So if you get the car mounting tape, don't get the cheap one. I don't know if there is a proper car mounting tape or not. There you go. So it's not sticking on there that properly. So put that there. I wonder if it'll stick like that. Get rid of these things here. Got another little bag now on the Fury. There was another bag there coming up to on here, but I had to sort of work that one out. These here are the 50 caliber catch the bullets. Put those on there, but I had to keep that down close because when I let go they'll spring out. Oh no, not too bad actually. That's all right. And then the old tank tracks. Well, I can't put it there, so it's going to have to go in this one here. Put it like that, but I'll have to stick that one in as well. Not glue it. Use the old mounting tape. I know you can't see it, but it's, you know, it's part of the thing that should be there. I know there is one here. When I put the logs on, I'm not going to see it. I've only got 3, so I'll put it where you can see it, okay? There is a one that goes on the back, on top here as well. So I'll put this one here for now. And I'll put that on the back. Is that the right one? I think it is. And goes there like that. This is going to be a long video, guys. I'm very sorry. Now I have to tie this down what I'm putting on the back here, okay? I want to put that as a building up block there. And get this here. That will go like that there. That there. So I do have to put a hole around about there for the 30 caliber. So I've got some tank crew coming. So let's just see what else I've got behind here. That can go on top because it does go one higher on the top. If you look at the photo, I'll show you. Now these here, I've still got some stuff to go on the back there. I've just got to put this on. So at the front of the tank, shall I move it down a bit? Okay, you got your bit of wood, and then I put that there. That wasn't on the tank when it came. I just added a little bit because it's on the Fury. So put that on. The tank track, which is totally different to the one there, but in the movie, it's that one. I don't know if they've just taken it off another tank and put it there to protect the tank. So there's the wheel. There's the wheel for the Fury. That way, okay. What else? I don't know if the Fury had a bucket. I'll have to have a look at that. I didn't see a bucket on the... Anyway guys, there you go guys. I'm sorry it's a long video. I've got to put the logs on as well, but I'll do all that now and I'll show you like the last couple of minutes of showing you what I've done, okay guys?